Hello everybody, it's your girl Ladiiluhkee here. We're here with our first, well I guess it's not our first, but it's going to be one of the many general energy readings that we will be doing here on this channel. I'm kind of just going to be pulling energy from the universe and see what messages we get here, who this is for. I normally read for the zodiac, but I'm being led to kind of try something different, try something new, and this is what we're gonna try out today. So I'm grabbing the Lightseers Tarot, and I'm gonna grab the Holy Water cards. I call them the Holy Water cards, but they have real names. They're the Oracle's Notes and the sorry guys, I'm like getting everything out. I probably should have set this up before, but I kind of felt like I would, once we got started, I would just pull the cards we needed. We do have the Santa Muerte tarot deck and the Santa Muerte Oracle, so if those need to speak up, we will be using those as well. But this is going to be, so the reason I'm starting this is because filming some of the zodiacs that I was filming, I got a lot of, it was like there were important messages, but none of them like fully came through. Like there was something missing in some of them, but they still seemed like really important messages, and I hated deleting them, but they just weren't coming out for the signs. So we're going to try something different. I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to see what's going on with this karmic. Some of you might be dealing with a karmic energy. So those of you who are not aware, there's, soulmate connections, twin flame connections. Some of you might be watching this because you're in one of those connections. And then there's just, now soulmate connection can be anyone. It can be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your best friend. It doesn't have to be a lover. But a twin flame connection can be someone that is literally the same soul. So two souls split apart in this universe to basically find each other. There's the runner and the chaser. Those of you who are going, what's a twin flame? You probably haven't encountered yours yet. But once you do, if you do, some of us will never encounter our twin flames. I recently have. Crazy experience. Not always the best kind of experience. Sometimes we're brought into contact with our twin flames because they're meant to teach us something. They're meant to make us look at ourselves and learn from learn about ourselves. And that's what hopefully we'll be learning today. Your first card out that fell out was Aries. So some of you might be dealing with Aries, or we have Aries coming up. And this person lacks maturity. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with Aries like energies too. So Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, so they have none of the other signs' baggage or traits or characteristics. So sometimes it can be very hard for them to see things from other people's perspective. So I feel like if you guys are dealing with an Aries, kind of be patient with them because they don't know what you're going through and they have a harder time understanding what you're going through. We are approaching Aries season, so that could also be another reason why that's coming out. Ooh, we got divine protection. So some of you are being divinely protected. I feel like some of you are in some sort of separation with an Aries because of their maturity level. And missed opportunity just fell out as well. So this could have been a missed opportunity. Some of you may feel like you missed an opportunity with, okay. So I'm getting here that some of you are dealing with an Aries who lacks maturity. And this was divine protection. You guys were put in a separation that was divine protection. But right now you're seeing it as like a missed opportunity. This also could be past energy because you have divine protection in the cause and missed opportunity in the effect. So this could be someone in your life who just doesn't quite understand things because they're still not fully self-aware yet, and they're being you're being divinely protected from dealing with their bullshit is what I see here. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out more. Let's find out more. I wanna know everything because I am nosy. Ooh. Okay, so Libra fell out and the High Priestess. So some of you might be a Libra, or it's in the present energy. So some of you might be gaining new balance in your life with your spiritual side, or just simply balancing out your intuition from your everyday conscious self. Also, shout out to my brother for this awesome phone stand so you can actually see what I see. He was like, what are you propping your phone up with? And I was like, a candle. So, yeah, I was using a candle to prop up my cards or my phone, whatever. Okay. So we have number 12. We have the Hanged Man here. I want to make sure you guys can see this too. We have the Hanged Man here. This is looking at things from a new perspective. It's also kind of just opening yourself up to trying something new. It also can be that this is a very self-imposed, stuck energy. I feel like you're the one who took the initiative to, separate yourself from this person, and you were being divinely guided to do so. Libran energy here. So some of you could be a Libra dealing with an Aries. Others of you, it can just be, if you're not any of these signs or dealing with any of these signs, it doesn't mean necessarily that the reading is not for you if it still resonates. What it means, though, is that you're learning how to look at things, especially with the Hanged Man here, you're learning how to look at things from a different perspective. And with Libran energy, Libras look at everything from every perspective before they make a decision because they want to be sure that they're making the right defined decision. Because in a Libra's mind, once they make a decision, that's it. That's it. That's the decision they've made. Not necessarily realizing that they can always go back and try again a different way. Which they usually end up doing because they're like, well, you know what? I should have just got XYZ. I know my parents are Libras. Don't try to tell me different. I already know. But we also have, we have the Libran energy here with the Hanged Man. So perspective is very key here. And I feel like trusting your intuition is another part that's going to be pretty key here. I get the feeling that some of you, because you are looking at things from a different perspective, because you're in separation with this person, you're now, maybe I see possibly that you're seeing this as like a missed opportunity. You're like, wow, I really screwed it up. I shouldn't have acted that way. Shouldn't said what I said. That was you gaining balance. That was your past energy was like self-imposed. I feel like you may have felt like you had said or did something here that threw the balance off, and that's why you see this as a missed opportunity. Possibly because you weren't like listening to your intuition. For some of you, I can see with High Priestess, we could be talking to someone who is a High Priestess, someone of great spiritual knowledge, or someone is viewing this perspective could be the karmic or the person that you're dealing with. That they are now seeing things from your perspective, that you were being divinely guided towards each other, and this separation because of their immaturity is divine protection. And now that this person and yourself are balanced, you guys are now understanding how much of a how this person is seeing of how much of a missed opportunity really was there with this High Priestess, or you are the one who is, seeing this as a missed opportunity because you were out of alignment and you may have said or did something that lacked maturity, something very forceful, something very passionate, or passion driven. With the High Priestess here, though, you're being told in the future, because this is your future energy, along with Libra and missed opportunity. So the effect was that you feel like this is a missed opportunity. But at present, you're still gaining balance with yourself because you're still viewing it as a missed opportunity. And the High Priestess here is telling you to intuitively look at yourself and think, if I don't struggle without this person, if I don't hurt without this person, if I don't, if my life hasn't completely fallen apart without this person, did I really lose anything? Was anything ever really wrong with me? And I think that's really what you're being told to look at here. So we're going to pick up the Light Seers Tarot. See what we find. See what we see. I'm so excited. I like doing these. Okay, so we got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So some of you might be dealing with like an unhappy family situation. I'm getting that here pretty strongly because the Ten of Cups is the happy family card. I don't know if you guys can see it in camera, so I'll hold it up. This is the Ten of Cups in reverse. And it fell out here in the past, the Pillar of the Past. Pillar of the Past. So we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So some of you could be kind of stepping back here. I feel like this is the Pillar of the Past. So in the past, you guys were not in a happy family situation or a happy union, happy marriage. It was just not, it wasn't where it should be. And so now you're being given a chance to kind of take a step back and really look at the seeds that you've sown and see how they're growing. Did you really plant corn, or were those just sunflower seeds? Yeah, they look completely different, but you get what I'm saying. Were you planting food? Were you planting vegetables, or were you planting flowers? You didn't quite know. You kind of just put a seed in the ground and wanted to see what grew. And now you're seeing what's growing, or you're seeing some changes here. You're being able to look at things from a new perspective, Hangman, so that you can regain balance in your life, Libra. And I think you intuitively knew that this was something that you had to do, High Priestess. Okay. So Ace of Swords is the first one that really catches my eye here. So we're going to put it up at the top. I feel like this was you coming to some truth about a situation. This spiral staircase tells me that you guys have probably been up in your head about this for a really long time, just going over and over and over the situation. How could I have made this better? With this Ten of Cups in reverse and then taking the Seven of Pentacles and like stepping back and going, how could I have made this better? With this Ace of Swords round and around. I feel like you are coming to a big realization here that there was just a need for you guys to be separated. That this wasn't really a missed opportunity. This person just simply lacked perspective and maturity. And so you guys needed to be split up in order for you guys to gain that. Both of you, not just you. Two of Pentacles is here in the future energy. I feel like you might be juggling some things. Maybe your intuition and your daily conscious self with Libra here. I feel like you still haven't quite gained the balance that you were hoping for. But at the same time, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. So you're getting there, but you're not there yet. I also see the Six of Swords because you're stuck. You're not making any progress because you're not healing your truths. I think you've come to some truths, but you haven't yet healed them yet, so you're still having some issues with that. But the Knight of Swords is here, so that means that you will be making it. Like, you are on your way. The Knight of Swords is a very swift moving, in this card especially, he's running towards a motorcycle. And they don't really use swords in this one. They actually use like crows. And crows are the symbol of Odin. Eagles are the symbol of Zeus, in case some of you are wondering. But you're being shown a lot of crows lately. I feel like some of you might be seeing crows a lot. If you're not, then this is simply letting you know that truth comes on swift wings. And the darker the bird, the deeper the message. Now, that doesn't mean that, it's a bad message. It just means that it's a very spiritual message. That if some of you are around someone who crows seem to follow them a lot, it actually could indicate that that person and you and that person are being divinely guided. That those crows are pushing you guys towards each other. So, let's see what else we get here. I'm nosy. I want to keep looking. So, let's see. Divine protection. I want to know about this divine protection. Why were you being divinely protected from this person? What did they do? Or what are they doing? What is this person doing? Okay, so we have Page of Wands here, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this person was more in their Page of Wands energy, so very learning, very, like they were at beginner status with their passions. Like they weren't a king, they weren't a knight, they weren't fully mature enough to grasp this commitment here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant means commitment. It can also be a teacher or learning something new from someone of a wiser age. I'm getting here with this that this divine protection had to do with the fact that this person hadn't grown up in their relationships because they were they kept committing to people who weren't worthy of that commitment. And so as a result, the universe or spirit or whatever you want to call them brought you in. If you're a twin or a soulmate, even if you're a twin or a soulmate or dealing with either, then basically the universe brought you in so this person could see how immature that they've been behaving. Seven of Swords in reverse is also, someone not being honest and solid with you about certain commitments. I feel like maybe this person was juggling you here with Two of Pentacles. And Spirit wasn't going to have it because you're a high priestess. They're like, no, we're not doing this. This is not an energy we play with. We are taking this person away and we are teaching them a lesson. And then when they're ready to play, then they can come back. But if they are going to do this bullshit, we're going to keep you guys in separation. The world, yeah, because they needed to close out some cycles. There were some things that they still hadn't quite fulfilled yet. We all do it. We all have to go through our page energy, our player energy, Knight of Pentacles. But this person wants to come back and offer you something. Or I feel like since it fell out, the way it fell out was on the Pillar of the Past. So I feel like maybe you thought this person, was your knight in shining armor, that they had a lot to offer you. But what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit in reverse. This person was still very closed off. And although you saw the potential of this person did not see it within themselves. So they, and they withdrew from the connection enough that it just wasn't helping anything. We have the Nine of Cups here in the reverse with the Lovers. Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. But in the reverse, it's like kind of like pouting because you didn't get your wish, or you don't feel like you got your wish. But the Lovers is here, so it's like, I feel like some of you feel like you haven't gotten your wish, or that you wished for this person and then it didn't come out the way you thought it would. But the Lovers is still here. So what I'm seeing with that is that this connection is divinely guided. It's meant to be. You know, this is something that you guys deep down always knew would happen or come to be. But also, I feel like there's still a lot of baggage and a lot of unresolved issues before that can happen. And then we have the Magician here in the reverse, because somebody won't make changes. Somebody is not willing to change, or, you know, put in, because how I see the Magician is like you having everything you need to create something new. In the reverse, I feel like this is a self-imposed, you are not making or taking the steps for you to become a greater or higher being. Or that person is just not taking it upon themselves to become this, you know, greater, higher spiritual self that they possibly, high priestess, could be meant to be because of, you know, what other people think or how they perceive things, or how they fear others will perceive them. Yeah, we have Justice here in the upright. So you will be getting a Justice here. I feel like for some of you it might be an apology with this sword here. I feel the sword is part of the Justice card. So I feel like some sort of truth is going to gain balance here. You have the light-haired girl and the dark-haired girl. But the dark-haired girl is the one who's in the upright, and the light-haired girl is the one in the reverse. So I feel like someone, possibly with lighter colored hair, is just, they're not who they say they are. And you could be the person with the darker hair. Like, this is all general. This could not be anything. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're not dealing with this, we will get to that. But I feel like those of you with like darker hair, and you're kind of reflecting on yourself, and you're looking at yourself and you're like, am I like that person? Is that person, you know, better than me? Are they like, what's so special about them that, you know, that things are not working out between me and my person? Or why did this person leave me for them when clearly I am the Justice card? You know, I'm truthful, I'm honest, I'm clear in what I want, and I will go for what I want, and I'm willing to balance the scales in order to do that, Libra. And Justice is the Libra card. So some of you could either strongly be dealing with Libra. Others of you, I feel like you're just getting yourself back into balance. You're realigning your life. You're closing out cycles with the World here. You have the Chariot in reverse, but you're still very stuck. It's very stuck energy. I feel like some of you might be stuck on the Emperor. But I don't think that's like necessarily an Aries energy again. But the Chariot is the card of forward motion, forward movement. It's movement, period. I always see this as like a travel card. Some of you might be traveling or going somewhere else, out of state, out of country, whatever, going on vacation. Others of you, you know, and I feel like this is a self-imposed fear. Like, you're afraid to move. You're afraid to, you know, some of you could be actually moving house, but I feel like some of you could be just afraid of movement, of travel, of distance, of change. I do feel like the distance spoke heavily here because of this divine protection. I think you're very afraid to move forward to have this space, to have this distance from this person because you are aware that they are an emperor. But they aren't an emperor yet, is what you don't understand, is they still are coming up as the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is somebody who is like a Casanova. He tells everybody the same thing all the time. And he has no remorse about it because, you know, he's just another player. You're just another piece in the game. Sorry. I know some of you are not going to like hearing that, but that's what we have here. Emperor energy too. I feel like, yes, this person is meant to be an Emperor of Swords. Like, they are meant to have and give so much, and they could be your divine match, but they're not there yet. So don't get stuck on that. I feel like some of you, Four of Swords, are very stuck in this energy with the Knight of Cups. Like, this person showed you this, but they were really giving you this. You know, they showed you how romantic and sweet and passionate they could be. But in actuality, they were not willing to give up the true emotional side of things. They were not willing to open themselves up to this connection, and that's why it failed. Four of Swords is putting things to rest. It's also being waiting to be blessed. So I feel like a lot of you could be, when the fact that you are reflecting on yourself and regaining balance is great, but you're not moving towards the Emperor. You're not making those steps for you to bring in a new blessing and get rid of this Knight of Cups who wasn't willing to offer you anything. So, and that's, I'm putting these here on the cause and the effect because they look like each other. Like, divine protection looks like the Four of Swords. And missed opportunity literally looks like the Knight of Cups. Like, I cannot make this up, guys. Let's see if I can, I'm going to angle this so you can see it better. Like, you can see right here, this is a man sitting in a chair with roses in his hand. He actually, him and the Emperor look exactly alike. So this is like a missed opportunity with like an Emperor energy possibly. Like, look at that. That's uncanny. It's scary. Here, I'm gonna clean the camera real fast. Sorry, guys. Yeah. This is downright creepy. These are two completely different decks too. From two very completely different places. Like, this is from Amazon and this is from an indie artist. Wow, those are beautiful. But yeah, I definitely get that you feel like you have this missed opportunity with the Knight of Cups. But I do want you to see the similarities in this one too. That both of these gentlemen are holding a bouquet of red roses. And both of these roses are facing downward. So this person is not ready to offer this to you yet, but they do have it. They do have it within themselves. And then look at divine protection. These people are like hiding out from the rain, and I feel like this girl has found shelter in a nest. So some of you have been finding shelter, taking shelter, because that's what this divine protection is. Again, you know, this is you finding your safe place, finding balance within yourself. Not anybody else. I want to get more on this with these cards. These cards tell the business, guys. Single. Yeah, you're single right now. You could be single for a while. I'm sorry. It could happen like that, but I feel like it's more self-imposed. That's too many. Too many, but show support is here. So I'm going to leave this as like, and star-crossed lovers. So show support and star-crossed lovers are here. So I feel like when this person does make an effort towards you, just show the support. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be, you don't have to be, oh, I knew you'd be back, or, oh, how'd it go with so-and-so? You know, all you have to say is it's nice to hear from you. I like hearing from you. I'm glad that we're reconnecting. I'm glad that things are working out. I'm sorry that you had, issues with so and so. Be humble. Don't rub it in, because I feel like this person still lacks that maturity that you have. Ooh, okay. So we got some snitching going on here, guys, because, like, straight up, we've got Capricorn, codependency, and Aquarius. So some of you could be an Aquarius, some of you could be a Capricorn, some of you could be an Aquarius dealing with a Capricorn. I'm definitely seeing that Aquarius and Capricorn are in a codependent relationship, and that affected this connection in some way, shape, or form. Let's find out about this. What does this have to do with the single card? Cancer. Some of you could be Cancer. So far we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Aries. So we had Libra twice, we had Aries twice, so definitely strong there. We've got Aquarius and Capricorn and Cancer. So there's a lot of energies tied into this. Cancer is emotionally defensive. Aquarius is like intellectual and intelligent and kind of like the know-it-all sign, but not in like a I know everything. It's more like people are always wanting to tell Aquarius the business. Everybody wants to talk to Aquarius and tell them, because they have great perspective. Capricorn here, someone's being very stubborn because they feel like they're holding their boundaries. But I feel like in actuality, they're lacking this. There's codependency here. This person is being codependent on Aquarius, or Aquarius is being codependent on Capricorn, or both. But this energy here is basically telling me that, sorry guys, there's a heartbreak with a fire sign, Leo possibly, because of an unparalleled connection that lacked empathy. Somebody was trying to have the best of both worlds because they had habits and addictions that they were not willing to be vulnerable with. Virgo is here, so somebody was nurturing, is now nurturing their vulnerability, or needed to nurture their vulnerability. Weigh out options is here. So maybe someone was trying to, with best of both worlds, I feel like someone was trying to treat you like an option, like they could go between you or somebody else. So you took yourself out of the game. You're like, ain't no option. I'm unparalleled. I'm, empathic. I can feel you. I know what you're doing. And it broke your heart to do this,